Hello and happy Sunday. I wanted to come to you live from my home, from my basement, because it's Erev Rosh Hashana. It's right before Rosh Hashana, and I know a lot of you, this lighting makes my face look so red. I promise you it didn't look this red when I put on blush earlier. So anyway, I digress. It's Rosh Hashana coming up. A lot of you mamas are setting up your tables or, preparing your kitchens, and there's a lot of things going on. And, I've done this for, I guess, 16 years now. I've been married 16 years, setting up maybe a few years when I was also at home. I don't remember. Life was kind of different back then. I don't remember things, okay? So I wanted to just share with you some of my thoughts in case this might help you. I know a lot of you women, especially you watching, at least one person right now who's watching feels this way. A lot to do, not enough time, kids are home, there's a lot to juggle, a lot of energy going around, sometimes stress, and there's a time crunch. You got to get this done by a certain hour, right? You can't just leave it alone. It's a little stressful. Okay, so here's some small tips that have helped me. Just to give you perspective, okay? Just to give you perspective, my Rosh Hashanah thoughts. Number one, having a fancy table is nice. But if it comes with stress from you, because you're overwhelmed and you've overworked to the limit, what would be nicer than a nice table is a simple table with some nice energy. Ask your husband. I guarantee you, ask the people who love you, ask your children, would you rather have a lot of food or just a happy mom? Of course they want both, right? But if you had the choice, ask them, if you had the choice, you could choose between one or the other. 100% of the time, they want you to be happy. They want you to be enjoying the time with them. They want you to have a good time with them. They don't want you to come to the table like this worn out shemata and you're just so tired. I speak from experience, okay? Wink if this was you ever, where you're so tired that you have no energy to enjoy the dinner that you worked so hard to make. You have no energy to clean up after yourself, to kids, whatever. No energy. And then your husband's like, listen, I'm tired too. I was also working or whatever. And you're like, but I worked so hard for this. You can't just leave me with the kids and the cleaning or whatever. Girl, you put yourself in a corner when you did that, when you overworked yourself. Know your limits. You know your limits. You're just pushing past them thinking, my family deserves more, better. My guests deserve everything. Okay? Let's move on. Having homemade dessert is nice. But if it comes with stress, because you want to impress and you don't want to look bad, if it comes with stress because the kids aren't behaving, but you got to get this on the table, if it comes with stress because your husband bought the imitation vanilla instead of the real vanilla, it happens. What would be nicer? Just some simple tea with cookies. And if they don't get it, it's okay. Because you get it. You understand what's more important. A fancy dessert table or a happy woman at the table. It's great to have both. I told my son's he's 16. He said to me, Mom, what are you writing? I was like, I'm writing my Rosh Hashana thoughts. He's like, okay, what's in your thoughts? And so he didn't really ask me. I just told him. I just added that in the conversation just now, but he didn't really care enough to ask. I just gave it to him. He's like, Mom, these thoughts don't make sense. Okay, Mom? Because everybody wants a fancy table and homemade dessert. Why do we have to choose? And I was just like, listen, it's great. It's great if you have it all figured out and you set it up and you're organized. But life isn't always like that, right? You do a lot. You, the person watching, you cook, you clean, I don't know, maybe you have help, but still, let's be honest. It's a lot to carry on your shoulders between work and the kids. I don't even know if you work, but let's be honest. Being home with the kids is also work, okay? So it's easier to just do tea and cookies if they're store-bought. Listen, they feel you. People feel your energy. I'd much rather make simple salads. They don't need fancy salads. Just put some simple things, because if you can't handle the stress of setting up a big table, then that's okay. You can do something less intense. I get it. Some of us feel the burden of needing to impress, of needing to look put together, of needing to feel respect from the people who we're meeting and feel like you match with them, let's say. So then there's some things that need to be addressed if you're overwhelmed, meaning prep that in advance if you have to, like way in advance. But if you see like you're on crunch time mode and like your husband's getting stressed out because you're like, nah, you forgot to buy this and this is not what I needed, or like you're not there for me, I need your help right now and the kids are going crazy and I can't cook this dinner by myself, and he's like whatever doing something that's unrelated to your help that you need, and you're thinking he's not prioritizing the things that need to be prioritized, which is what you need because they're priorities to you. Be honest with yourself and realize no one needs your fancy dishes as much as you think they do. What they really need is your sanity. They really need your good vibes. That's why he married you, because he likes your energy, he likes your good vibes. He doesn't like it when you're stressed. Nobody does. Why am I saying this? Because so many women, so many, including me, have done this, where we overwork ourselves and then afterwards we're thinking like, God, it's not right. Why do I have to do so much? Nobody appreciates me. I gotta take care of everything. You don't have to do everything for everyone to feel respect, to feel loved, to feel honored. Look, so you sit straighter when you feel like you deserve respect. It doesn't come when you crazy cook and clean. Just please, slaving away in the kitchen for a worthy cause is nice. But if it comes with the price of yelling at your kids and being angry with your husband and coming into the new year, and I'm not saying this is all of you, but I'm saying it happens. If this is something that you can foresee because stress happens, slow down. Make a list of priorities, not things to do, but things to be. I want to be calm today. I want to be relaxed. I want to be able to enjoy my family. That comes with setting priorities that match. Like, okay, so I'm going to make a simple lunch so that I have more energy for my dinner. You know what I mean? Like your mind creates solutions when you set the intention for the day. All right. Next, it's great to have all the trimmings. Back to the basics. But that's frills, okay? That's icing on the cake. What's the real cake? The cake is the inside. Nobody really cares about the icing and the flowers. Nobody really... It's lovely. Believe me, I was in amazing savings today and all these women were buying all these beautiful platter placements and these things, and I just walk by and I'm like, you're so nice. I wish I could be like that. I'm not like that. Can I just honor the fact that that's not who I am? Know who you are and know who you're not. If you're not the kind of person who like loves to, go crazy, when you do go crazy, you go crazy. Like, meaning I tried to do that. I tried to be that person. I'm not. Honor that. I'm a simple girl. Maybe you're a simple girl like me trying to reach too far. Just keep it simple. Make your simple dinner. Enjoy your husband and your kids. Believe me, I'm just going to end with this. Everybody in your family loves you just the way you are. And you don't have to try to be yourself. You just enjoy being yourself. Enjoy your holiday. I hope you have a beautiful Rosh Hashana filled with all the trimmings. But the most important thing, don't miss the main thing. The main thing is your energy in it. The main thing is when you sit at the table, you're not resentful that you overdid it again and no one appreciates it. It starts with you. You have to learn to appreciate yourself, which means knowing your boundaries, knowing your limits. Don't overdo it. All right? That's my advice. I'll end with, they will remember how you served, not as much what you served. They feel that it's nice to have fancy dishes. Let's be honest. We're all thinking, how many times was I asked this week? Please tell me, give me a like or a comment if someone has asked you, what are you making for Rosh Hashana? I don't know. I make everything the same every year. When we have yachni, which I really like, my kids like it. I'm not gonna argue with what works. Okay? I'm not gonna try to be extra. Okay? My husband gets extra from my, my personality, let's call it. So, and they don't, it doesn't matter as much what you serve, it matters how you serve. That's number one. And they will remember how you made them feel. Go back to a time in your childhood when you were in someone's house and you got to spend time with your cousins. Did it matter? Did it matter what was on the table? It always seemed like the same stuff to me. It was good. It was a lot, but it was always good. And I always remember my mother was exhausted. The ladies were tired. Yeah, it wasn't good vibes, okay? And what I remember for myself, it didn't matter what I ate. It mattered what I felt. It mattered the people around me. The people around you, that person, that's the energy they want. That's what's really important for Rosh Hashana. What is Rosh Hashana? Rosh Hashana is a reflection of the year that was, the year to come, the hope that's coming, that's opening up new doors. And I bless you to have all of the goodness that's coming your way in this new year. I hope it really is coming all of our way. Because we've had quite a rough couple of years in the last, since, COVID and everything. But if you don't know how to make honey cake and you can't make a fancy cake and you follow all these people who make delicious things, please realize this. There's a very small amount of people who can do so many delicious things, okay? Everyone else just average. That's okay for me. It's like a bell curve. There's some that do very bad and there's some that do very good. And then there's the rest of us. I'd like to think of myself in here. I'll buy honey cake. I bought tiramisu cake, whatever. I'm not going to make crazy cake. I bought the cake in the box. You know what I mean? Like, I'll have energy for my family. I have 5 kids. I'm not going to worry. And I just want you to realize this. No one needs the heaviness that comes with all the work that you're going to do. The work is great. You're going to do a lot. But the stress that comes with it, it's not enough to pay the price, because the family deserves, and you deserve, to be strong, to be healthy, to be loved, to know your limits, and to take care of yourself. So, and you know what? The way you set the intention for the new year is the way the whole year is going to play itself out. That's what I hear. And I hope for you that it's going to be good, that you're going to have an enjoyable time. Because ultimately, the men in your life, the children in your life, the women in your life, the in-laws in your life, ultimately, whatever they judge you for, ultimately, they're judging themselves too. You worry about yourself, about taking care of yourself, and not to be belligerent taking care of yourself. I got to take care of myself, okay? I'm going to make you cheese sandwiches for dinner. Not like that. I mean, like, do it with that good energy that you have, or you can make a simple dinner with joy instead of with stress. Does that make sense? Nobody needs a fancy dinner with stress. I hope that makes sense. I hope you're getting my point. I want you to just take care of yourself. That's really my ultimate goal for you, because that's something I had to learn the hard way. And I realized that after years of trial and error, I was a much happier woman and a much better wife. And I felt the love more when I didn't need that from my spouse. Meaning, I don't need you to clean the table with me. Would be nice. But I'm not exhausted. So I can do it if you can't help me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not dragging you. Like, yes, you should help me. Or, like, we should do this together. Just, like, release that. Let him be him. And have enough energy to take care of yourself. Where if he does it, it's a plus. But it's not a necessity for you to demand it, to get it, because you're too tired to take care of it. I speak from years of this experience. And ultimately now I'm just much happier. And I want to bless you with that happiness too. All right, have a beautiful rest of your night. No, not 6 kids. Trisha's writing 6 kids. I just want to clarify. I have 5 kids, not 6. I mean, some say if you count your husband. I don't like to do that nonsense. I'm like, dude, you're a man. You taking care of me, all right? I'm your baby. So, 5 kids. Baruch Hashem, with Hashem's help, we should all be blessed to take care of our children, be healthy for our children. Our kids don't need a stressful mom. Our kids need a happy, stress-free mom. They deserve that for their childhood. We deserve that for our adulthood, okay? Everybody deserves to recognize that. So, okay, I said my piece. I hope you're doing well. Are you liking the way I wrap this? I'm so proud of myself. It's a little different. See? I did a little different. All right. Ladies, if you have tips on your dinners, go for it. And if you are the type of person to get stressed from other people's posts because they're making some delicious stuff, just stay away from the posts. Stay away. Because you're asking yourself to be stressed out. You're going to try to match that. You're not on that athletic level. And that's okay. It's like, I can't run like a marathon runner because I'm not a marathon. I can walk. I'm a good walker. I'm proud of my walking skills. But if I'm always watching marathon runners, I'm going to feel like a failure. I want you to pay attention to what you're comparing your worst to their best and thinking you're horrible. You're not horrible. Don't compare your worst to their best. Can I get an amen for that? All right. Thank you, Cortuna, for my for the kind words. Okay. I really want to wish you Shana Tova. This is it. I'm gonna end now. Have a beautiful, beautiful Shana Tova. Remember the basics. They want your beautiful energy, your good vibes, more than your good fancy schmancy whatever. If you can do both, go for it. But if you had to choose simple with happiness and healthiness over extravagance and frustrations. All right. I hope that makes sense. Thank you. Have a beautiful Shana Tova. I'm so happy that I got to share with you tonight. Thank you so much. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful, healthy, happy New Year. Bye.